Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest, most exciting shifts happening in AI right now. We're talking about the move from AI that just talks to AI that actually does things. This is the world of AI agents, and to really show you what that means, we're going to start with something that honestly feels a little bit like magic.
So, I want you to take a look at a social media post, the kind you see blow up on your feed all the time.
Okay, check this out. DeepSeek algae mask, the savior of hydration. Girls rush to get it. I mean, it's got the little sparkle emojis, the hashtags are perfect, the tone is spot on. It is a textbook viral post. But here's the thing. A human did not write this. A new kind of AI did.
And that's the big question, right? How is that even possible? How can an AI not only write, but understand current trends, research a product, and nail the perfect voice for social media all by itself? Well, to get that answer, we first have to take a quick look at the AI we're all pretty familiar with by now, the chatbot, and talk about why it can't do this.
The main problem with your standard large language models, or LLMs, is something we can call the response is the end problem. You ask it something, it gives you an answer, and that's it. The conversation's over. It can't remember what you talked about before, and it definitely can't take the next step on its own. And that right there highlights the huge shift from passive to active. A traditional LLM, it just sits there, waits for you to tell it what to do, gives you a single answer based on old data, and then it stops. An agent is completely different. It's a proactive problem solver. It can think through multiple steps. It can go out and get live, real-time data from the internet, and it can use other programs to actually get a job done. That is the difference between a chatter and a doer.
And that brings us to the star of the show today, the AI agent. This is the tech that smashes through all those limits we were just talking about. So what is it, really? Well, put simply, an AI agent is an intelligent system that can sense what's going on around it, it can make a plan, and this is the most important part. It can use tools to get complex jobs done all on its own. It's not just spinning up text, it's on a mission. Probably the best way to wrap your head around this is with a simple analogy. Think of an agent like a person. The LLM, that's the brain, the powerhouse for all the reasoning. The tools, those are its hands, letting it actually interact with the digital world. Memory acts like its experience, so it can learn. And planning is its thought process, letting it map out a strategy to hit a goal. So how does it actually work? Well, it runs on this constant loop. Perceive, think, and act. First, it perceives the task it's been given. Then, it thinks about the absolute best next step to take. And then, it acts by using one of its tools. Then it sees the result of that action, and the whole loop starts over, again and again, until the mission is complete. Okay, so that act part, that is the real game changer. That's what separates a real agent from a simple chatbot. So let's break down how we actually give an AI the ability to do things. It all starts with the prompt. But, and this is important, we're not talking about a simple one-line question here. For an agent, the prompt is, well, it's basically its soul. It's this super detailed instruction manual that defines who it is, what its goals are, and the rules of the road. A really powerful prompt for an agent has 4 key ingredients. First up is the system prompt. This sets its personality, like you are a professional social media copywriter. Then the user prompt gives it the specific job for right now. The tools section is literally its toolbox, a list of all the actions it's allowed to take. And finally, you give it a few shot examples that act like a style guide, showing it exactly what a perfect final result looks like. And when we talk about tools, this is what we mean. These are the agent's hands. So for our viral copywriter, we might give it a search web tool to find out what's trending, then a query product database tool to get hard facts about a product, and maybe even a generate emoji tool to add that perfect flair. This is how it goes from just knowing stuff to actively finding out stuff and doing stuff. All right, so now that we've seen how these agents work under the hood, let's zoom out, because what this all adds up to is a massive, fundamental shift in what AI can do for us. It's moving from a simple chatter to a powerful doer. The real breakthrough here isn't just that AI is getting a little bit smarter. The whole story is the change in its role. We are moving away from a passive chatter that just answers our questions to an active doer that accomplishes our tasks. And the implications of that, they're huge. For instance, let's take customer service, something we've all had to deal with. An agent can do so much more than just read from an FAQ.
It can actually go into your order history, check the shipping status with a logistics company, and process a return for you, all without a human ever getting involved. But this goes way beyond customer support. In the business world, you could tell an agent to create a market report. It would go out, automatically search the web for the latest industry news, pull sales figures from your internal database, analyze all the trends, and write up a full summary. I mean, that's a process that would normally take a whole team of people days to do. And the impact isn't just commercial. Think about education. An agent could become a truly personalized tutor for a student. It could track their progress, figure out exactly where they're struggling, create custom quizzes on the fly, and find the perfect videos or articles to help them learn, all in real time. And this brings us to the final and maybe the most important question of all. Now that AI can move beyond just talking and actually start doing things for us, the possibilities are just endless. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What's the very first task you would automate?